Hello, we're here live for EYES Inc. under the MOVES program, maximizing opportunities for veterans to employment and success. I'm here with Frank Doc Schupp. Can you let the people know your name, your title, and the name of your organization?
Sure. My name is Frank Doc Schupp. I'm with the New Jersey Veterans Network. I'm the Director of Veteran Outreach there. I'm also a affiliate with the New Jersey State VFW, where I do events and programs, and I do events and programs for the New Jersey Phoenix as well. All great programs I love working with.
Awesome. The one I'm familiar with is the New Jersey Veterans Network.
That's where we work together, right?
Yes, that is the one that we work together, and I really look forward to working together with you in the future.
Yeah.
I see you have Shadow here with you. Can you want to?
Shadow America's pup, right, Shadow? So Shadow is my partner. We go and we do events together, and what he does is whenever we're doing an event, sometimes people can be a little uptight, a little anxious. So he'll go over and play with them like he's doing with me right now, make them feel a little bit more relaxed. So he kind of keens in on that, and everyone has a better time.
I agree. Our organization works with multiple resources and collaborators and organizations. We actually work with Warrior Strong service dogs that assist our veterans in getting their dog service connected or assisting them with getting a dog that is service connected for them. We personally had a veteran that was working with the organization that had his service dog coming to our offices every day.
That's awesome.
And just the connection that they had was just amazing.
Yeah.
And I see that with you.
It's a really
with Shadow.
beautiful bond. Shadow's actually a therapy dog, though.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little bit different. What a therapy dog is, he goes and he kind of makes people relax at different events. But service dogs are an amazing thing. I work with Rebuilding Warriors often, and Canine Beethoven, who do emotional support animals. And I see the work they do and the change it can make in a veteran when they have that companionship and teamwork, with someone who will show that love right back. And Shadow does that, right, Shadow?
Hey, Shadow. He's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Good boy.
It's a good boy. I love dogs.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Well, can you describe the services that NJ Veterans Network provides and how long you've been doing it?
Absolutely. I've been on with New Jersey Veterans Network for about 5-6 years now. And what we are is a mobile outreach program. So, see?
God bless you.
Thank you. So what we do is we go out into the community and we find veterans who are having a rough time and we introduce them to great programs. So we do this in different ways. Like one day we'll be doing a boat trip where we'll take veterans around like New York City's harbor so they can see different stuff. Another day we'll be renting out the movie theater, and we'll do a pre-party before. And it's a beautiful thing to have some of the resources working directly with the veterans while everyone is relaxing and having a good time. So instead of being tense and anxious, you're relaxing playing video games with someone while you're talking to them about job employment programs, or you're playing chess with someone while you're talking about free counseling. It's a very relaxing way for veterans to include their families, have some fun, and get some resources. And you've been awesome there. I mean, I've beaten you at Street Fighter 2 quite a few times.
A couple of times.
Yes, and so what we do is you go there and you're excellent at it. You meet some of the vets, relax in a relaxed atmosphere with them, and I know that they're a lot more easier to work with once that happens.
Definitely.
So it works out good for everyone.
Definitely. And the connection made with them, I think, is important as a veteran to a veteran. As they explain that to me sometimes, they want to know that you relate to them, that, especially those that come from the same service, even though we serve the same, army or same military, we still have that bond, that
Couldn't
connection.
agree more. I mean, we have similar military experiences. We're used to having difficult times, and we're used to working together in platoons.
That's right.
So we have that camaraderie when we come back out as well.
I agree. Can you briefly describe the connection with MOVES and NJ Veterans Network and what you see likely in the future for us?
Sure. I mean, again, you guys are our supporters. You come to our events, you meet the vets, and you work with the vets. And whenever someone needs employment assistance, you're always my go-to. And I got to say, man, Camilo, I'm not just saying this because the cameras are on, but I mean, you're always so quick and responsive whenever I send a vet your way. You keep me in the loop, and we're able to work together to get these guys jobs and whatever else they need together. So I really enjoy working with you when it comes down to that stuff. As far as the future, I mean, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. We're getting good numbers. We're reaching the veterans that no one else is reaching, and let's keep doing that.
I do agree. I do look forward to all the other events that you have in the future. And we always are in the loop. And just recently we did the food drive. That was an excellent
Was good.
program.
Oh yeah, we reached, it was some referrals from you as well.
That's right.
You know, we reached over 100 veteran families throughout the state, as far west as Sussex County, far north is Sussex County, far west is Warren County, all the way down to Burlington County, Union County. We reached the majority of the state, and that's not something that happens very often with a lot of organizations. But when you work together with good partners, hey man, you could accomplish some amazing things.
I agree. I agree. Now, everybody at my program knows I was United States Marine Corps. Can you tell the people what branch of service you are from, MOS?
Oh, I was active duty U.S. Army, and then after that I switched over to National Guard.
Along the years that you were in the service, what were your takeaways from your time in service?
Well, I was an Army medic, so what I would do is I'd work directly with the patients. I'm sorry, I work at a hospital now. I worked directly with the soldiers, and I got to take care of soldiers. So when I came back out, you know, taking care of soldiers was something that felt very, very familiar to me. So working with veterans felt the same way. And there's no greater honor than taking care of heroes, whether it be soldiers or veterans.
I agree. Sometimes some veterans do have other issues that are higher priority than others, but they all deserve the same priority of service.
Very much so.
Now, I believe that when you were in service, they called you a nickname?
Oh, yeah. I mean, most Army, if you're a good medic, they call you Doc, which is what people called me. So when I came back out, a lot of guys would continue calling me Doc. And now most people don't know my real name. They just call me Doc, and I'm 100% fine with that. It's an honor itself, just being called Doc.
Right, and till this day, I still continue calling you Doc.
Yes,
right, and everybody I introduce you to he likes to be called Doc.
Honestly, yeah, I don't have a choice. I'll call people. I'll be like, "Hey, this is Frank," and they'll be like, "Who?" This is Doc. Okay, but it's fun.
What do you think is most rewarding from servicing the veteran population? Personally, I think whenever they come back with a success story, when they come back and say, "Hey, look, you were the reason why I have a full-time job, why I have stability, why I have a house over my head, why I have a job, a car," and they tell me, "Hey, I couldn't do this without you." To me, that's rewarding for me.
I think it's a little different for me.
I know.
I would say just seeing how far some of these guys go on their own. You know what I'm saying? I do my part, but I always try to infer on the veterans that I'm working with that they can still move forward on their own. They can do things by themselves. And to see some of these guys move forward like that, to go from being homeless to now graduating from college or having this great job or building this business and doing this from scratch, from nowhere, it's really amazing to see that strength and that go through. And it's like, damn, man, I'm proud of you, bro. Or sis, and it's like, damn, that's something I'm very happy to see.
I agree. What made you want to be part of this organization in servicing the veteran population?
Well, you know what? Before I was with this organization, we had a team of veterans that would work in the nightclub industry. So we'd promote, we'd DJ, we'd MC, we'd bartend, we'd do security, and we were a tight-knit group. And then we started to see that we could do stuff to help the community. Like we started doing nightclub nights where we would gather toys and drop them off at hospitals. We'd do fundraisers to help veterans. And then I was like, hey, I kind of like this. So then I started working with Michael Bull, and I met him, and I came onto the team, and we clicked very well, and we started working together, moving forward. And, he kind of told me, he was like, you do good events, but when you do stuff with me, it's going to be like doing events on steroids. And he wasn't lying. I was like some of the stuff we've been able to accomplish together, like we've reached tens of thousands of people at this point, especially after COVID, where we reached a large number of people. And, he's very much like a big brother to me now. We're very close friends. And, the stuff that he teaches me and supports me with, Jesus, some of the crazy ideas that he backs up, like I said, we rent out movie theaters. Who would ever think to do something like that?
Right.
But it's effective.
Very effective.
We bring people to see horses. We bring people to on field trips. I mean, this is stuff that's kind of different, but it works.
It does work. I do know Mr. Bowl, not on a personal level like you do, but as a partner that I've attended a couple of stand downs that he did. The last one that I went to was in Cranford.
Oh, yeah.
Went there and I serviced, well, I got a few referrals from that event.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of organizations that were there assisting veterans, you know, like Backpacks for Life, you know, the VA, the Veteran
Brett's
Affairs,
over there, yeah.
a couple of other employers that were there hiring. And it was a great event. They were even giving out boots, combat boots, to a couple of veterans that day. And, you know, these guys were coming from the Valor program, coming from Vet Haven, coming from the DOM. And it was just a great event. And those outreach events is what I'm coming to next. Can you describe some of those outreach events that you provide to the community and what the impact it has on the veterans?
Okay, so our outreach programs are a little different. We try to make them a little more fun. They're recreational therapy events, if you really want to put a label on it. But also, I kind of feel like the term I use is rehumanizing. Because some of these vets have gone through stuff that most people wouldn't understand. If you've been eating out of garbage cans, if you've been sleeping outside on the ground, if you haven't been sure whether or not you could sleep without someone attacking you, I mean, some of the stuff that vets go through can be dehumanizing. So sometimes you want to give some of these vets one good day after all the horrible stuff they've gone through, just to be like, hey man, you know, you're still a person, you're still alive, there's still some fun stuff to do. So sometimes we'll go as far as, you know, like a Sterling Hills mining, or we'll do some fun video game, like what's that thing called? We'll do some video arcades and stuff like that, just to give someone like, hey, you have some stuff going on. There are resources that'll go ahead and they'll give people food, they'll give people money, but we also need to try to like build that veteran back up and remind them, hey, there's good stuff to do too.
I agree. I remember 2 of the events that I attended with you out of the many. One of them was the Batman movie theater that we went to that one time, where you rented out the whole movie theater and got a whole bunch of veterans there just enjoying their time in a great movie. And the other one was the Unbridled Horses for Heroes.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a great time, you know, especially during the time when I was, you know, going through some stuff myself and just feeling that tranquility and that calmness during times of, you know, of difficulty.
We all go through it.
Exactly. And the veterans that day that I met were also having the same issues, but they felt that peace. And we all felt that one camaraderie and unity that day. And it was due to you and your organization hosting that event that day.
We all work together.
Exactly.
We all work together.
Exactly.
We're a team. You know, and it's not just about vets who have gone through the worst of times. It's also about veterans from the community coming together too, you know?
I agree.
So
I agree.
It's fun.
Any closing words you have for the veterans out there that don't know about our resources or programs that you provide?
Sure. Keep moving forward. Sometimes that change in your life is just 5 minutes away. If you want to work with some programs, there's some programs that'll help you, help change your life. Sometimes you got to put the work in, but you know, if you work with good programs like Moves, you can make that change that you want to make in your life. And you'll be surprised where you'll be a few years later.
All right, Doc, thank you for your time. I appreciate all the services that you do and provide to the network community. EYESNJ, under the Moves program, would like to continue working with you. You do a great job out in the community. And once again, thank you for everything that you do.
All right, Camilo, it's a pleasure working with you. We look forward to working with you in the future. We appreciate it. Just want to do a quick shout out to American Legion Post 170, Rochelle Park, for allowing us to use this hall. We appreciate you guys. Right Shadow, woo! Woo! High five. High five. High five. Good boy. Have a blessed day.